Today I want to show you how I went from zero to $50,000 with no money, no experience, no tools, and no truck. And I did it using this one tool, this one strategic tactic. So what is that tactic? What is that strategy? Well, guys, it's answering the phone, simply and utterly. It's just answer the phone. If you can answer the phone, you can make a lot of money, right? If you look over here, folks, right, you look over here on this, right here, it says, per this article from Super Office, 7 ways to reduce customer service times. A fast response time generates higher revenue. And this is true. This is very, very true. If you want to make more money, you want to make more profits, you've got to answer the phone. You've got to communicate quickly, whether that's on text message, messenger, or any kind of chatbot service. Whether you do it yourself, you hire a company, or you have AI do it, you're going to have to do it very, very quickly. Actually, customers expect that in 24 hours or less, they want some sort of response. And a high percentage of those people actually want a response time of 4 hours or less. Now, and then there's even a minority of a percentage of those people that would like it within 15 minutes or less. You got to understand, speed is the currency in today's age. Speed actually derives, the word speed comes from the word fortune, right? If just look it up, you can find the etymological word. You can go to a derivation dictionary and you can look up speed, and the derivation will call fortune. So if you want to make a fortune, you got to have speed. Now, and I'll prove this to you. McDonald's has made billions and billions and billions of dollars. Why? Because they operated with speed. All fast food is about speed of service. Right now, we've got Amazon Prime. Get it delivered within the next couple of days for you, right? Amazon was trying to do it in 24 hours. You order it, 24 hours later, it was there. It just became impractical due to their bureaucracies and their size. However, if they could do it like that, if they could do it in 24 hours, they would. Speed has become the currency that our society operates on. We go online, we can download our favorite movie and watch it right now. We can go to Netflix and watch our favorite movie, right? I believe in the coming years that Hollywood will not be doing movies at movie theaters anymore because it'll just become too cumbersome and too cost prohibitive for them when they could just put it on their streaming service. Like Netflix does, Amazon does, HBO does these movies that are just strictly from movie to direct to streaming service, right? And they can make quite a bit of money, right? We've got these companies like Vudu, and that's my prediction. And whether it comes true or not, I don't know, but I do believe that it will, right? We're getting into an age where there's only going to be real two currencies in our future, and that's going to be followers, community, and then the speed of service or the speed of delivery of what we're offering, right? So the faster we can deliver something, the better. And that comes down to how fast can we communicate to our customers. Now, let me just talk to you about something. How many times have you talked to your cable company or your internet provider or something, and they put you on hold for years and years and years, and you're listening to that dumb music, and then when they do get someone, oh, we can't help you, and then they transfer you over. You're not getting upset because you're not getting upset because you're getting transferred. You're getting upset because you're being put on hold. No one's listening to you. No one is making you feel special. No one is giving you importance, right? And that's the problem. And no one's actually responding to you right now, right? We call up customer service, or we do customer service, and it goes to somebody overseas that can't even speak our language, right? That it's so frustrating because they can't hear us. They don't contact us. They don't speak to us, and they don't do it with quickness, right? So I'm talking to somebody that can't understand this. So the time goes, the faster it goes, and then I've got to go through this person and that person thing. And as the time increases, our blood pressure increases, and then it just, right? I'm going to tell you a true story. One day when I first started my moving business, somebody called me up. Now, again, remember I said that for you guys who are just starting out, this is real true, and it's true for me. When I first started, I didn't have a truck. I didn't have tools. I didn't have any experience, and I had very little bit of money, right? And I was using services like Moving Helper and Hire Helper and a couple other programs like that to get jobs. So the only thing that really would made me be able to compete against the big monolithic companies like Two Minute Truck, which is headquartered right here in my hometown, is that I picked up the phone. See, Two Minute Truck was so big, so huge. They had so many terminals that someone would have to go through and so many hoops that they'd have to jump through that it became untenable for those people to do it. So because I was able to answer the phone, right? Because I was able to answer the phone and I didn't have the overhead that they did, and I didn't have all those terminals and everything, I was able to win many, many jobs from them. And because I was able to book a lot of jobs from them, and then I was able to make a lot of money within a very short amount of time, right? Now, if you got a big company, I'm talking like you've got 2, 3 trucks, you got, probably 4 or 5 crews, you're making $300,000 to $500,000 a year. Well, you've got the money now to start investing into a call center like Lions Den or OnQ or one of those other kind of call centers that you could actually hire so somebody answers the phone for you, right? So if somebody answers the phone, bada bing, bada boom, you book the job, it gets done, right? Now, you guys who are on the trucks that are just in that between phase, you're making like a 150 to $300,000 or so. You might not necessarily have the crews or the trucks, and you're still working on the trucks. You're going to have to get creative and figure out how you can either answer the phone quickly. So either bring in your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your mom, your dad, whomever, maybe a sister or a brother or someone who's going to answer the phone. Or you've got to get a phone service to do it for you. And phone services, if you're not bringing in the income, can be a little daunting. Although I think even at that stage, if you use an OnQ or Lions Den, you're going to do quite well. And I'll leave those links to those in the very first pinned comment, so that you can look. And those are affiliate links. So if you do sign up with either of those companies, I will get a little bit. So that's one way you can support this channel here, right? But you can contact them, and you can actually get some sort of discount on your first few weeks and months and so on and so forth. But definitely do that. But response time, my friends, is going to be the biggest game changer, especially for you guys starting out, and really good for you guys who are a little bit more established and have a little bit more funds. You guys in the middle, you got to do a little bit more figuring out, right? And if you want to work with me on how you guys can figure that out, feel free to go down into the description below and book a one-on-one consultancy call, and I'll go work with you for at least an hour, and we could go over how we could get you into one of those services, or how we could get that worked out for you, right? But response time, my friend, is what's going to be the biggest game changer for you guys who are having to work and have to compete against these bigger companies. If you're a bigger company, great. This is one way that you can establish yourself to be even bigger, to make more money. But response time is vital if you want to make the money, right? And as I was mentioning, because I did get a bit side, when I first started my company, I had a guy call me up one time, and he was talking to me, and he was a big radio announcer in the area, huge guy. His name's Tim Barron, and one of the biggest influencers in our local area, had a radio station with thousands of people that would listen to him on the radio. This is when radio was still a big thing, right? And he was very brand loyal to Two Men and a Truck, but Two Men and a Truck had gotten so big that they didn't answer his calls. He called him several times, and his daughter needed to move to go to college. Well, he called me up, and I was like available. I picked up the phone. Hello, right? Told him my company, so on and so forth. He's like, wow, you answered the phone really fast. I'm like, well, thank you. I appreciate that. How can I help you? And we got to talking, and I was able to book the job from this big influencer who gave me a standing testimony over his radio station, did thing, and I was able to book a lot of jobs because of that thing. Plus, and I don't know if you know, but I don't know if your radio stations, but our radio stations, they would make articles of different things, and that got turned into a little bit of an article. So he did this huge testimony on live on his show that got turned into an article. So I had an evergreen source from a very highly recommended and respected community leader in our area. And that's one way that I was able to win a job from two men in a truck, someone who was brand loyal to the company. Because they didn't answer the phone right now, they lost that job to me, and they lost all of his future business to me because they didn't answer the phone immediately. They didn't take action. Now, so what do you got to do? You just got to find somebody that can answer the phone. If you can't do it yourself, then you've got to find somebody, someone close to you that will be willing to do it. Like I said, maybe you have a mother that's can do it. I know a lot of people that use their moms to answer the phone. Maybe your girlfriend isn't working and she can answer the phone, or your wife, or maybe you got a kid that's old enough that you can trust to answer the phone, and you could train them to ask certain questions and book interview quotes and estimates for in-home estimates, etc. Right? It doesn't take a lot to train them and to get them done, but by answering the phone and answering quickly. If someone goes on your chatbot on your website, someone text messages, someone emails you, someone's got to be able to answer them very, very quickly, right? I just showed you an article which says fast response time generates higher income. And now that also means that you got to have fast response time throughout the entire sales cycle and the entire move cycle, and even beyond after the job is done. You've got to have a fast response time all the way through the entire beginning to end, right? But if you want to make the money quickly, you got to answer the phone. You got to be quick about it, right? Because I guarantee you, if you don't answer that phone, they're going to hang up with you, and they're going to go into another company, and they're going to book with that company. Most people, they've already done, before they come to, by statistically, they've already looked at your website. They've already checked out your customer reviews. They've already settled, hey, if they answer the questions right and they sound responsible and they're going to book with you. And if they don't, you did something wrong. That's a side note. That's a subject of another video. But I'm just saying, by answering the phone, by being professional, you're most likely going to be the person that they book with right then and there. Guys, I hope this was helpful. If it wasn't, let me know. Let me know what I could have expanded on. Let me know what your experiences are in this endeavor. I'd love to hear. Leave me a comment below. And if you like this video, hopefully I've earned your subscription today. Please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Click, right? So that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Guys, thank you. I like you. I love you. Go and do something great today. Bye-bye.